The question is whether CH3COOH is an acid, base, or neutral. So this is also known as ethanoic acid or acetic acid. So we know that it's an acid. It's helpful if you memorize this list of common strong acids and bases. These are the ones you'll see quite frequently in chemistry class. As we look down our list of strong acids here and strong bases, we don't see acetic acid. We don't see CH3COOH. So we can assume that this is going to be a weak acid. Let's talk a little bit about what that means. So here's the structure for CH3COOH, acetic acid. One definition of acids say that they produce these hydrogen ions, H+. And with this acetic acid here, the H that's going to come off, it's this one right here. But because this is a weak acid, most of the molecules of acetic acid stay together. They don't dissociate or break apart into their ions. A small amount do though. And when they do that, this H comes off here. Now it's H+. And then we have the acetate ion. And the whole thing has a 1- charge. So we have these two ions here, and this is what makes acetic acid an acid. But it's important to remember that only a small portion of these hydrogen ions will have come off the acetic acid molecule. Most of them will remain attached. One thing that confuses chemistry students, you'll see acetic acid written like this here. We've been talking about it this way, but frequently it'll be written like this for the formula. They're the same thing. If you count the number of H, C, and O atoms up, it's the same, just two different ways to write it. The reason we do it this way here is we put this H first. And when you see molecules with H in front, you're often thinking that this is an acid. So this H here represents the H that came off when we had dissociation for the ones that did dissociate to make acid. For this formula over here, though, it's this H. This is the one that comes off. The reason that we write it this way often and put the H at the end is because we have the CH3 right here, and then you have what's called a carboxylic acid, this right here, double bond oxygen, single bond oxygen, and then hydrogen. So this formula here more accurately represents the structure that we see for acetic acid. Either way, acetic acid is a weak acid, and that means that most of the molecules will stay together here. Only a small fraction will dissociate to produce the hydrogen ion and then the acetate ion. This is Dr. B answering the question whether CH3COOH or HC2H3O2 is an acid or base. It's a weak acid. Thanks for watching.